The vast expanse of Texas stretches like a sleeping giant. Its prairies roll onward, a sea of golden grass swaying under an immense open sky. Here, the wind is a constant companion, whispering stories of ancient times through the rustling leaves of hardy oak trees. It carves the canyons and smooths the great plains, a silent sculptor of this rugged land. Life here has always been defined by resilience. The armadillo, a small creature in an armored shell, forages quietly in the undergrowth, a testament to survival against the odds. This is a land of quiet majesty, where nature's rhythms have long dictated the pace of existence. Beneath the endless blue, rivers carve their paths through the earth. The Trinity, the Brazos, the Colorado, they are the lifeblood of this territory, their waters reflecting the changing seasons. Along their banks, wildlife thrives in a delicate balance. A great blue heron stands motionless, a patient hunter waiting for the perfect moment. A family of deer moves gracefully through the tree line at dusk, their forms blending with the shadows. The air is still, filled only with the gentle hum of insects and the distant call of a lone coyote. It is a world that appears untouched, a pristine wilderness where time moves slowly and predictably. But another river flows through this land, one that is unseen and unspoken. It is a current of human movement, a silent migration driven not by the seasons but by hardship. It flows not through the empty plains but along the forgotten edges of civilization. Its course is marked by the quiet desperation of those who have lost their way. This river carries with it the stories of countless individuals, each one a tributary feeding into a larger, more complex stream of human experience. It moves with a quiet force, slowly reshaping the landscape in ways that are subtle yet profound. This unseen river follows the contours of modern life. It winds along the concrete arteries of highways and pools in the shadows of bustling cities. It finds its way into the forgotten pockets of land, the spaces between the developed and the wild. Its presence is often overlooked, a quiet undercurrent in the grand narrative of progress. But if one looks closely, the signs are there. A ripple in the fabric of society, a disturbance in the calm surface of everyday life. This river is growing, its waters rising with each passing day, and its journey is far from over. If you found this story compelling, please subscribe to our channel for more in-depth explorations and updates on the issues that shape our world. Your support helps us continue to bring these important stories to light. Along the banks of these hidden rivers, a new kind of settlement has begun to appear. They rise from the earth like strange, colorful fungi after a long rain. From a distance, they might be mistaken for a gathering of campers or a temporary festival. Tents of blue, green, and gray are pitched in clusters, their fabric fluttering in the ever-present Texas wind. They are nestled in the thickets along riverbeds, tucked away under the sprawling concrete arms of overpasses, and hidden within the dense woods that border the state's sprawling urban centers. These are the canvas cities, the new, fragile homes for the dispossessed. These encampments blend into their surroundings with a quiet, almost natural ease. The muted colors of the tents merge with the dusty earth and the tangled vegetation. The inhabitants move with a hushed purpose, their actions dictated by the need for survival. Smoke from small, carefully tended fires rises in thin columns, carrying the scent of burning wood and a simple meal. The sounds are subdued, the soft murmur of voices, the rustle of a tarp caught by a gust of wind, the distant hum of traffic from a world that seems to have left them behind. It is a community built on the edge of visibility. The structures here are a testament to human ingenuity in the face of scarcity. Tarps are stretched over branches to create makeshift shelters, protecting against the harsh sun and sudden downpours. Shopping carts, repurposed from their intended use, stand as silent sentinels, holding the meager possessions of their owners. The ground is often a patchwork of discarded materials, cardboard, old blankets, and wooden pallets, laid down to create a barrier against the damp and the cold. Each detail speaks of a struggle for dignity and a desperate attempt to create a sense of place in a world that offers none. The canvas cities are not static. They are living, breathing entities that shift and change with the tides of fortune and enforcement. They can grow overnight, a sudden influx of new arrivals expanding their boundaries. Just as quickly, they can vanish, cleared away by forces beyond their control, leaving behind only faint traces of their existence. The residents, like the nomadic creatures of the prairie, are forced to move on, searching for a new patch of ground where they can once again attempt to put down roots, however shallow and temporary they may be. A quiet, insidious force is fueling the growth of these encampments. It is a poison that whispers promises of escape, of fleeting relief from the crushing weight of reality. It arrives in small, unassuming forms, a fine powder that holds the power to unravel lives. Fentanyl, a synthetic opioid of immense potency, has become the silent predator stalking the inhabitants of these canvas cities. It preys on vulnerability, offering a temporary oblivion that comes at an unbearable cost. Its grip is relentless, pulling individuals deeper into a cycle of addiction and despair. The stories from within these communities are heartbreakingly similar. A young man, once a promising student, now walks the perimeter of the camp, his eyes hollow, his movements slow and deliberate. He speaks of a single injury, a prescription for pain, and a slow, unsuspecting slide into dependency. A woman, a mother, sits by her tent, her gaze fixed on a faded photograph of her children. She recounts the loss of a job, the mounting bills, and the moment she first turned to the drug for solace. Each story is a unique tragedy, a life diverted from its intended course by the powerful lure of the poison. The addiction creates a world of its own, with its own rhythms and rituals. The day is structured around the pursuit of the next dose, a relentless quest that overshadows all other needs. The search for money, the connection with a dealer, the brief, fleeting high. This becomes the new reality. It isolates individuals from their loved ones, severs ties to the world outside, and erodes the very essence of self. The beauty of the surrounding landscape, the sunrise over the river, the call of a bird, goes unnoticed, a backdrop to a deeply personal and all-consuming struggle. This poison does not discriminate. It affects people from all walks of life, shattering the illusion that homelessness and addiction are problems that happen to someone else. It is a crisis that has crept into every corner of society, leaving a trail of broken families and shattered dreams. Within the canvas cities, the collective weight of this struggle is palpable. It is in the shared glances of understanding, the quiet acts of support, and the shared sorrow for those who have been lost to the whispering poison's deadly embrace. Life in the canvas cities exists in a fragile balance, a constant negotiation between the natural world and the harsh realities of human existence. The residents are, intimately connected to their environment, their lives governed by the same forces that shape the lives of the wildlife around them. They watch the sky for signs of an approaching storm, their makeshift shelters offering little protection against the elements. The heat of the Texas summer is a formidable foe, and the sudden, biting cold of a winter's night can be just as dangerous. Survival depends on a keen awareness of the world around them. There's a strange and poignant beauty in this proximity to nature. A resident might speak of the way the moonlight filters through the trees at night, casting intricate shadows on their tent. They may find a moment of peace watching a hawk circle high above, its effortless flight a symbol of a freedom they no longer possess. These small moments of connection to the natural world offer a brief respite from the daily struggle. They are reminders of a world beyond the confines of the encampment, a world that is both beautiful and indifferent to their plight. The relationship with the local wildlife is, complex. The same river that provides water for washing might also be home to snakes. The raccoons and opossums that forage through the camp at night are both a nuisance and a sign of the resilience of nature. The residents learn to coexist with these creatures, sharing their small patch of earth with the original inhabitants. It is a relationship built on a mixture of fear, respect, and a shared need for space. In this shared territory, the lines between the human and the wild become blurred. This delicate balance is easily disrupted. A sudden flood can wash away an entire encampment in a matter of hours, scattering its inhabitants and destroying their few possessions. A prolonged drought can make access to water a life-or-death struggle, and the ever-present threat of eviction looms like a dark cloud on the horizon. The residents of the canvas cities live in a state of constant uncertainty, their fragile existence always one step away from being completely upended. They are, in many ways, an endangered species, struggling to survive in an increasingly hostile environment. There is a profound silence that hangs over these encampments, a quiet that is deeper than the mere absence of noise. It is the silence of forgotten stories, of lives that have been pushed to the margins. It is the silence of a society that has yet to find a way to address this growing crisis. This silence is broken only by the sounds of survival, the crackle of a fire, the cough of a sick resident, the low murmur of a conversation that no one else is listening to. It is a silence that echoes with the weight of unspoken grief and unfulfilled potential. The natural world, in its own way, seems to mirror this silence. The river flows on, its waters carrying away the secrets of the camp. The wind whispers through the trees, its voice indifferent to the human drama unfolding below. The stars come out at night, their distant light illuminating a scene of quiet desperation. It is as if nature itself is holding its breath, waiting for a resolution that never seems to come. The beauty of the landscape serves as a stark and powerful contrast to the human suffering that it surrounds. Within this silence, however, there are moments of profound connection. Two residents might share a cigarette in the pre-dawn chill, their faces illuminated by the small glowing embers. A small act of kindness, a shared blanket, a piece of bread, can create a bond that transcends words. These moments are fleeting, but they are also incredibly powerful. They are a testament to the enduring human need for connection, even in the most isolating of circumstances. They are the small sparks of light that flicker in the overwhelming darkness. But the silence is also a sign of a larger societal failure. It represents the voices that are not being heard, the stories that are not being told. It is the silence of a system that has failed to provide a safety net for its most vulnerable members. As the canvas cities continue to grow, this silence becomes louder and more insistent. It is a call to action, a plea for understanding, and a warning of the human cost of our collective inaction. It is a silence that demands to be broken. Despite the immense hardship, the spirit of resilience endures. It is a quiet, stubborn force that refuses to be extinguished. It is visible in the small gardens that some residents tend, coaxing life from the barren soil. It is present in the art that is created from discarded materials, a splash of color and creativity in an otherwise bleak landscape. It is in the laughter that can sometimes be heard echoing through the camp, a reminder that joy can still be found in the most unexpected of places. This is the spirit of survival, the same spirit that has allowed life to flourish in the harsh Texas landscape for millennia. Hope, too, finds a way to survive. It is a fragile and often fleeting thing, but it is there. It is in the eyes of a young person who speaks of one day getting clean and starting a new life. It is in the actions of the volunteers who come to the camps, offering food, medical care, and a compassionate ear. It is in the small victories, a night spent in a warm shelter, a successful job interview, a phone call from a long-lost family member. These small embers of hope are carefully tended, protected against the winds of despair. The communities that form within these canvas cities are a testament to the human capacity for adaptation. They are complex social structures with their own rules, leaders, and support systems. Residents look out for one another, sharing resources and information. They form bonds that are as strong as any family, forged in the crucible of shared struggle. This sense of community is a vital lifeline, providing a sense of belonging and purpose in a world that has largely rejected them. It is a powerful reminder that even in the darkest of times, people will find a way to come together. The future of these canvas cities and the people who inhabit them remains uncertain. The unseen river of homelessness continues to flow, its currents growing stronger with each passing day. The challenges are immense and the solutions are not simple, but in the quiet resilience of the human spirit, in the stubborn persistence of hope, and in the enduring power of community, there is a reason to believe that a better future is possible. The story of the canvas cities is not just a story of crisis, it is also a story of the incredible strength and dignity of the human spirit in the face of overwhelming adversity.